If you're a writer who's feeling stressed and overwhelmed with your writing, you're doing it wrong for you. Now, there is no right or wrong way to write a novel. There are so many paths and so many ways to complete a novel and get it out in the world, but there is a right and wrong way for you. And there's a right and wrong way for me, because we are inherently different people, and what works for me probably will not work for you. So you have to understand that the second you come up against friction with your writing, where it feels like this isn't working, I'm never going to get this novel published, I'm never going to get it written, I don't know what to do next, the second you get to that point is the sign, it's the flag, it's the thing telling you, baby, this is not your path. You have to try something that's going to be more effective for you. That doesn't mean you have to walk away. It means you have to restructure how you write. And oftentimes we are seeing, especially new and aspiring authors, looking at the people that they idolize, the authors that they love, and thinking, I have to do exactly like they do it in order to be successful. And you don't. You have to do it in the way that's going to make you successful. I write really early in the morning. I write really fast. I do it in a condensed period of time. Some people don't. Some people write really late at night because that's when they're creative and they take much more time to do it and they edit in a different way and they do things differently than me. And we both end up with the point of having a novel, but we took different paths to get there. And you have to understand there is no one specific way. You can see a lot of really great information from a lot of people and try out all those things. It's important to test these things out. You want to see what works for you, and you want to try these different methods to see what's going to have friction and what's going to be a smooth journey for you. The more you try things out and see what works for you and actually pay attention and track the results, the more you're going to learn how you learn and how you create and how you function so that you can create a strategy. We know that as you continue to write and as you continue to grow, you'll come up against writer's block sometimes, but the more you have a strategy for writing, the less you're going to have that. I'm at a point where I never have writer's block, and a lot of authors I know never have writer's block because we've come up with a strategy and we never have to stress with our writing. It is effortless. It does not require stress and overwhelm and panic and all of those things that some of you are feeling right now because we've created that strategy. We've tested, we've learned, we've walked the path that doesn't work, and we've figured out the path that did work. So your goal here is to learn, is to educate yourself on what could potentially be a path for you, and then try it for a period of time and track it. We're not just doing it one day and saying, oh no, that's not it, or oh yes, that's it. You have to track it for a while to see if it works for you. But if there's friction, if it's hard, if it feels stressful or overwhelmed, if you ever feel like you're ready to quit, you're doing it wrong for you. And this is your opportunity to learn more about who you are and how you function, and then lean into that. Because when you figure that out, it's going to be much smoother sailing, to the point of always being smooth sailing. So how do you go about doing this? Well, I want you to do your research. You should be looking at the authors that you admire, the people who have created things that you love. Learn from them, especially if they're educating. Some people don't talk on social media. I know. You can't learn from those people, but the people who do, learn from them. See how they do things. Ask questions. Ask authors how they do things. But you can also go here on the channel because I have resources for you. I talk all the time about how I write, how my students write, how my friends write. I give you tons of information and I answer tons of questions. But even better than that, I bring those people on my channel. I have full playlists with Show Me How You Write, where authors, professional, award-winning, best-selling authors come onto the show and show me what's on their screen. Literally the things that are on their screen, their documents, everything, all the programs that they use, they show us their exact process. So you can look at these things and say, that sounds interesting. Let me take a piece from her and a piece from him, and let me cobble a couple different things together and see if I can make a path for myself. You can take little bits and pieces from what works, test them, and if it works, lean into it, and if it doesn't, walk away, try something else. Your goal here, especially as a new author, is to learn to make it better. If it's stressful, it's not better. So you have to keep trying. It is a process. It will likely not happen immediately, and it will likely not happen right away. So you have to be prepared to put the work into this. But once you figure it out, you're going to be able to test and figure it out and fine-tooth, comb it, tweak it, change it, pivot it just a little bit to make it what you need it to be so that it's effortless and easy so that you can create even better books. Your path will not be the same as mine. Your path will not be the same as your friends. Your path will not be the same as your favorite authors. And that is how it's supposed to be. So if you feel friction at any point, if you feel stress at any point, and it's more than just one little moment of writer's block, it's time to reevaluate how you're doing things because it's not right for you. And when you find the thing that's right for you, it's a game changer. It makes everything so much better. Questions on this, go ahead and drop it down below. Follow along because we have lots of videos to help you through these things, but we're happy to get your questions answered as well. And we've got daily videos coming out helping you navigate the world of publishing, from your writing to your publishing to your marketing, to make this your most profitable year ever with the least amount of stress and overwhelm, the least time commitment for your content creation, and the best author life that you can possibly live. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes, and happy writing.